Well, that's the end of another Google I/O, and you joined me straight off the back of a 2-hour live stream and live reaction with my friends and colleagues Natalia and Thierry, and it was probably everything that we expected and more. As predicted, Search Generative Experience (SGE) will be launched to the public today in the US and then rolled out to other countries throughout the year with the goal of it reaching 1 billion users by the end of 2024. However, to the public, it won't be SGE or Search Generative Experience, it'll be the AI overviews. Now, this has come off a back, according to Sundar in the keynote, of positive user feedback of testing performed outside of labs. So this is the testing they started 60, 70 days ago outside of the opt-in lab environment. And interestingly, what has been covered probably through press and fed out beforehand is the AI overview link cards. So the source attribution cards, things like that in these AI overviews. Need to stop calling them AI snapshots now. The AI overview link cards actually get a higher click-through rate than what normal web search results do. So this is effectively potentially going to be a featured snippet on steroids, but instead of creating a zero-click search, it's going to take a lot of clicks to those sources. Now, disappointingly, sources are saying that we're not going to get this breakdown in Search Console. Again, I can hear the responses being, well, how is it useful? Well, it's useful to us in understanding exactly how that's been impacted. But that kind of then goes back to how we need to understand of how to appear in these generative results into these AI overviews and how to be useful for our consumers and customers. But tying it back to that wider customer journey. So the obvious chances are we're going to lose visibility for certain clicks and traffic, but how do we create a defensive strategy in our SEO around that, as well as complementing our proactive strategy? By proactive strategy, I mean the SEO strategies that have stood the test of time. So going after the growth, acquisition keywords, but how do we actually build that protection and defense around our brand? Outside of that, including with AI or AI overviews going live, Google also showed some new tools around how it will process things for looking at hotels, looking for movies, for planning recipes, days out, itineraries, those kind of things, with a lot of integrated insert functionality, the ability to stay in SERP and not swap out, and other elements. So there's a lot of elements there around how we mark up content, how we use structured data, how in depth we are, how we can basically feed the AI beast for that online discoverability for our brands. From a local aspect, if in my opinion, it seemed to weigh more things on Google Business Profile, so sentiment in reviews, quality of pictures. With an example, one picture being described as picturesque and cozy for a restaurant, making sure opening hours are up to date, the busy times, actually making sure all that information is accurate gives Google a better picture and a better chance to show your business in these areas, as well as not necessarily the direct attributes, but also use cases. So couple friendly, family friendly, pet friendly, all that from a local side. So all in all, it's been a very interesting and exciting I/O. We all knew that SGE was going to be coming, or AI overviews as it is now. And for me, it presents as much opportunity as it does threat. It gives us a real opportunity to go, well, we're potentially going to lose traffic around certain long tail queries, but we need to better understand how our users stack queries, how they search across multiple devices, and how that then ties into how our users ultimately get satisfied by our brands, our services, and our products, make purchases, leads, etc. Outside of the actual normal search environment, Google also really hammered down on circle to search, showing its use cases and multifacets, but also how Gemini is better integrating into Google devices and ecosystem. They also showed off I'm going to call them Google Glass 2. I've not seen the official name yet, but basically a second edition Google Glass with Gemini pre-built in, and also the ability to create gems, which is effectively GPTs for Gemini, agents for workspace, other things. One thing which also got my attention from a search perspective, they did a demonstration with a turntable, and the drop arm was going over the vinyl, then popping back. I believe it was Rosie, her name, who was doing it. She just did a video of it and then asked the AI, why is this not working? And the AI analyzed the video, identified it was the drop arm, and then immediately went into sort of like a how to fix it kind of search experience. Now, if you are a manufacturer or you have certain products, I'm thinking like your washing machines, your TVs, things like that, and you're performing searches and relying on customers finding your business and getting correct information, either for service plans or just basically to have better product and brand experiences, this can be quite problematic, and also is another area to be, again, form part of your defensive organic strategy and your defensive SEO strategy, in that these users have already bought your product, but you still want to make sure they have that positive organic experience of your brand for retention. We're going to be launching a few posts over the coming days on the SALT.agency blog just to kind of cover this up, and I'll probably be doing a few more kind of videos covering a few more things in depth, because 6-7 minutes on here isn't really going to do it justice. But on that note, I'd like to say, please, if you want to stay ahead of the game with AI in search and strategies around this, please give this video a like and subscribe to the SALT YouTube channel. And I will see you all again shortly. Thank you very much, and goodbye.